Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and today is time you stop fearing Trump. That's my message. Stop fearing Trump. Stop being afraid of Trump. Stop being afraid of his supporters. Stop being that kid that knows they're in trouble and wondering how bad it's going to be, what might happen, and all this other stuff. Leave it alone. It's time to get past Trump. It really is. Trump, yeah, they call what he's trying to do a coup d'etat. And Merriam-Webster's dictionary says a coup is just simply trying to accomplish something. That sounds pretty really right-wing compared to what Merriam-Webster used to say, that it used to be a takeover, a sudden and forceful change of power. Wiki does declare it as a political or government or anything exchange where it is that take over and, pretty much, well, how can I say this? Steal, destroy, commit violence to get whatever you want. That very thing that the Republicans have been doing for the longest. And I mean the longest. So that's what's been going on. That's what he's doing. Hey, get a recount. Get every lawyer. The lawyers don't want to deal with it. Okay. And people are so messed up in the head that they keep. I'm going to tell you how you know if you're messed up in the head. All right. When it comes to anything about politics and anything about your life around you. When your concern is that Trump will run again in 2024. Is he going to run again? Is he going to run again? Oh no, will the paddle hurt? Will the spanking hurt? I'm scared. Is it going to hurt? Is it going to? I mean, you're worried if this dude's. Are you going to take my TV away? Are you going to take my iPhone away? If you take it away, am I going to really live past that moment? They're going to cancel this TV show? I don't know if I can handle this. So much for me right now. That's what everyone's going through. Is he going to run in 2024? I'm scared. I'm so scared. It don't matter. That's not important. Trump running in 2024 isn't important. And some of you might say, well, yes, it is, because think of what he's already done. Trump can't do anything if you change you about politics. The only reason Trump got to where he is not the media. It's none of that. It's the people, the human beings that go out and vote. Yeah, granted, you are voting for the delegate that may or may not vote for whomever it is. Right now, we'll just say the president. That's what your vote goes towards. Yes, that does remove a lot of your power. Yes, one delegate count from 10 to 20,000 people. Yes, that can happen. Yeah, but you know something? If you don't cater to this two-party system, then people like Trump can't win. And then if you want to challenge me, all right, if you want to challenge me and say, well, if you have a third party or you vote for the already, an established third party, truthfully, an established one is the Green Party. If you vote for any other party but the two-party system, then you're taking votes away from one of those parties, namely the Democrats. And if you take that away, then that means Trump can get in. Everyone is still Stockholm Syndrome. Everyone is still emotionally attached to the two-party system, and Trump got in. Bush won, remember? Trump ain't nothing but a rerun. That's it. Trump literally is exactly what the United States of America is. You look out for yourself. People got to be loyal to you. And they stay loyal to you so long as you throw them crumbs or national check them. Not Patriot check, but nationally check them. That's it. And since Trump is trying to do what he's trying to do, why is that not seen as treason? Because the transfer of the power is going to go to Joe Biden. He is the president-elect. He has been elected president. Okay? People came out in droves and voted for him. The minorities that he didn't give a damn about voted for him. The minorities that only know of the Democrats, that's all they care about. Well, I'm a Democrat because I don't like the racist Republicans. That's all they got going. Everyone is so damn afraid of Donald Trump that they're not thinking, wait a minute, what got him here? A two-party system where the Democrats should be the ones that keep people like Trump out, but they don't say anything at all to you or anyone else. Joe Biden's campaign was to shut up. His whole campaign was to be quiet. Say stuff like we're going to have unity and we'll be together and we have to defeat Trump and we're going to get America back to normal and America and America and America and that's it. That is all he ever had to do. That's how bad Trump is. That's how bad Bush was. That's how Obama got in. Obama got in saying the same things. Do you think Trump or someone like Trump, worse than Trump, most likely will win in 4 years? Why? Because we've got progressives that don't do anything progressive. We've got Democrats that make sure they stay quiet on all fronts. We've got partisan voters, mainly people that might be you or someone you know, but definitely a great majority of people that seem to only come out and vote strongly for Democrats when the Republicans win. And that's about it. And we've been in so many wars for so long that no Democrat is going to say, I'll stay out of it simply because we're in a war and I'm not going to vote against us, so I don't want us to get all taken over. They're like, wait a minute, we're in wars, but nobody's doing anything over here. I don't care anymore. Everyone's been desensitized to it. And my voice sounds a little strange because I'm wearing a mask. I'm in the house wearing a mask. Breathing in my own warm air keeps me from going into massive coughing fits. So there you go. If I sound weird, that's why. You need to stop. If you're doing this, if you're sitting there worried about Trump in 2024, if you are somebody that is catering only to a Democrat or Republican and not another party or another candidate, you're part of the problem. And that's the truth. Everyone wants to blame those who's going to vote third party or try to form a third party or just vote outside the two-party system in general or not vote at all. You want to blame them when the truth is, no, you've been forced by your parents and shamed and shunned into doing it. So now your mindset is everyone else got to do it too. And by hook or by crook, I'm going to make sure that you do it. I mean, literally, has voting in this two-party system got you the very things that, well, progressive or forward-thinking people wanted? Has it ever gotten that? Because everyone's voted in Joe Biden just to make sure that they could not have Trump. Trump is Joe Biden's wet dream. He's the Democrats' wet dream. Under Trump, the Democrats and Republicans made more money. The Democrats didn't give a damn if they won or lost this campaign. I don't know if y'all know this, but they didn't care. If they cared, they would have come out strongly. But instead, they stayed silent. They did platitudes, cliches, throw you breadcrumbs of symbolism, like kneeling with African garb on, kneeling in solidarity over a protest over a guy that they cared so much about that it took months of protest and somewhat rioting for them to even come to the idea to do this. And afterwards, silence. See, when I see, listen. I care about my daughter Solstice. I care about my woman Sidra. I'm not gonna sit here and ignore them all the time, no matter what they. It's Cedric. Hey, Dad, I need this. I'd like this. Can you fix this? Can you help with this? And I'll get to it. I'll think about it. We'll talk about it. Let's have a conversation on that. We need to talk about this. And then when they're all sick, slowly dying, and I'm like, man, we really need to fix this situation. Hey, I'm going to get y'all some pain relievers, some anti-inflammatories. I'm going to make the atmosphere just right so you can knock this sickness out. And I'm only going to do it for one day. Like, could you get some money and get to the drugstore and get these prescriptions so that we could really get it out the way a lot faster? That goes against the ones I've already named. So no, you're going to have to just deal. And then, I just send them to the back. I send them to the back room. They can stay in there together and stay sick and jacked up like they got lupus or something. Stay the hell on away from me, sick, nasty bastards. I don't need y'all around me. I'm great. Well, shit. You lived and you're better now. See, this is America. They survived. They weathered things, and they look. And I'm like, why y'all looking at me like you're mad? Look, y'all can be mad all you want, but you need to go into the back. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it anyway. All you're gonna do is just come to me for help later on. Oh yeah, I know I did some wrong, and I don't really care. You just gonna come to me. What you gonna do? Go to somebody else? Not happening. So shut up and deal. Oh wait, that scenario sounds a little familiar. That's been happening in relationships in this country forever. And it's in politics. The most abusive, one of 3 most abusive systems in this country. One of 3. And it's epic. Politics is an epic abuse system. And being afraid is the last thing you need to do, because the bravest of us, yes, they're dead and gone. But listen, the bravest of us, as messed up as it all sounds today, yeah, but back then, there was only Republicans, so they got us Democrats. Women couldn't vote. Sacrifice, death, and everything. Women get the right to vote. Black people get the right to vote. Black women get the right to vote. The right, meaning the government can't stop you. Not that you can do it. Not this, you can actually do it. No, it means the government can't stop you from doing it. That's what a right means. The government can't stop you. It's against the law to stop you from doing such and such. So everyone can vote. Sacrifice, it did that. Sacrifice got us the Black Panther Party, but look at what happened with that. Sacrifice actually got us the Green Party. And they don't have the money to be here all the time, but they need to try to be on the surface at all times. They do, somehow, some way. Other parties need to do it as well. People don't want to take that hit anymore. People are tired of sacrificing. They want to move forward, but they're too afraid and or too lazy or too, how can I say, not afraid, but terrified to do anything different. And some, no matter how hard they try to do something different, they realize the only ones that stop them is not the politicians, it's not the police, it's not the racists. It's everyone around them that wants the same things they do, but they just don't want to do the things to get to those things that they want to do. That's just it. So it's time to stop fearing Trump. It's time to stop fearing progress. It's time to stop fearing change. It really is. Because all that's going to happen is, in roughly 1 month, all you're going to hear is, I can't believe this in 2021. It's 2021 and such and such. How about this? When the year change, why don't you change? You want a year shame, you want to believe in this year this is happening and that's not happening, then change so it can actually happen and advocate change. And if you hear somebody saying it's this year and I can't believe this is happening, you let them know it's happening because you personally let it happen. You could have stopped it, but you don't. You could change, but you won't. So you are legitimately letting it happen. You want to shame? Shame in the right way. That's my message. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.